It's an honor, and I'm always humbled if a friend feels safe with me sharing and teaching with their team. I never take it lightly. It's a privilege to be asked. So I'm just super excited to dial in with the Glistening Divas and hang out with you guys for a little bit. I am an interactive, I guess, guest trainer. I love to feel the energy, see you guys use the chat a little bit. I'm excited to share my secrets on shifting your mindset into success and really stepping into your power in 2021. If the pandemic taught us anything, it's we're capable of pivoting and doing anything that our heart desires. And so first off, what I'd love for you guys to do is right now share one word, how you're feeling about your business in the chat. Now, super safe place, no judgment, speak from your heart, but I'd love to just feel the energy. Where are you coming from? Are you excited? Are you feeling stuck? Like, just everybody share one word in the chat of how you're feeling about your business right now. Excited. Awesome, Christy. I'm feeling I feel overwhelmed, but excited. There's a lot going on. Rookie, okay. Who else? Good and challenged, as in Rookie of the Year. Well, that's awesome. I love that. I was Rookie of the Year. That was my first title. I didn't know what the shit I was doing. I just did it. I went all in, and my upline called and said, you better get a gown. I think you're going to be Rookie of the Year. And I didn't even know what that was, but it was super exciting. So ladies, and if you are able to share in the chat, just keep sharing, because I'm going to go back, I'm going to read it, and I'm just here that I really want to have a better understanding. Latasha, I feel you on stuck. I have a lot of team members that are feeling stuck right now. So I hope at the end of this conversation, you at least feel like you have tools and resources that you can start to shift the way you're feeling. Okay, so here we go. Let's just talk success for a second. Who here feels successful? Now think about that term, feel successful. If you feel successful in your business, post me below. And if you don't feel successful, write that you're ready. Because if you're ready to step into success, I know that we can make it happen. So while I'm talking, just put either me, that you feel successful already, or that you are ready right now to step into it. And also, I'm curious, who here on the Zoom or on your team, we'll just open up to the whole team because not everybody's on the Zoom. Who's the most successful person on your team? I'm just going to sit. I want to read. Who's the most successful person on your team? I'm curious. Oh, look at all the readies. Connie, okay. Who else? Anybody think anybody else other than Connie that's the most successful person on the team? Bobby Rader. She's badass. Kayla Moore, Connie and Bobby. Christy, for the win. Yes. What is the definition of success? What is success? What does that look like, and how are we measuring it? Think about that. Is success retail sales? Is success the most parties? Is success being a board member? Is success the largest team? Is it the largest override? Is it the biggest flash sale? I personally feel that success should be self-anchored and not measured, because I believe I'm the most successful person, and each and every one of you should own your success, because what are you measuring it to? Do you know how many senior board members that I'm blessed to interact with every single day, and they're coming down on themselves? They don't feel successful. Meanwhile, the whole team thinks that they are successful. It's because we all measure it for self. Right? Does that make sense? And so feeling successful truly is super easy. We have to stop complicating it, because that's part of this mindset. And I would like to invite you guys to embrace your accomplishments, no matter how big or small. I feel successful every single day when I can get up and I can share my passion with others. I personally feel successful when I guide someone into the shopping room and I sell them products that I know will literally make a difference in their daily routine and their sex life. So feeling successful should be your day-to-day goals and desires. So listen, when you feel successful, you are successful. Does this align with anyone? How does that make you feel when I say that? Anybody feel like that success is outside of you? It's okay for somebody else, but not for yourself? Because we're going to talk about that in a moment. And ask yourself this, what does your inner voice tell you day in and day out? Do you tell yourself, you're amazing, I am brilliant, I am capable, I'm enduring, I'm a badass, I'm fun? Do you tell yourself you're successful? Do you tell yourself you're enough? I'm telling you right now, I don't believe that you do. And I think a lot of women are super hard on themselves. And ladies, we're about empowerment. For goodness sakes, it's in our tagline, empower and educate, right? And we get to entertain as well. But empower and educate are the top two things. And that is really what this business is about. And empowerment, I believe, has to come from within first. So if you're not feeling empowered, how can we go in day to day and empower others at parties? Yes or yes? Is this resonating with anybody? I know this might be foreign. I know this might be different than anything you've ever learned. However, my heart's desire is that when we're done with this little chat, you're thinking of things differently. And if you could think of things differently than when you first logged on to the Zoom, I've done my job. Okay? I'm going to teach you a couple of things because your brain is literal. It hears and it remembers and acts accordingly until it's further directed. And this is science. What do you think happens when your brain hears this? I can't book any parties. I can't maintain a level. I could never have $100,000 a year. I wouldn't be a good leader. Anybody ever say, I can't recruit? Anybody just say ever anything I just said out loud? Have you ever said that to yourself? No one wants to buy virtually. Oh my goodness, I heard that so much last year. Meanwhile, there are people that did over $4, $5, $6, $7, $800,000 in retail last year. And then there's women saying nobody wants to buy virtually. We live in an Amazon world right now, where you open up a catalog, you pick, you click, it ships. That's the world we're living in. Step into that virtuality of the world that we're into, okay? Stop telling yourselves these lies just because it might be uncomfortable for you. My virtual parties aren't successful. Oh my goodness, if I hear that again. Like, hey, how are you measuring success? By retail numbers? You had 15 people in a group. Do something with those 15 people. Now you have 15 new birthdays to celebrate. Now you have 15 new women that you can ask for referrals. Now you have 15 new women to pop into a VIP group. You have 15 more women that you can empower through our products. And then anybody ever say this? My parties always cancel. I heard that a lot. So ladies, when you catch yourself saying these phrases or words which aren't your heart's desire, immediately use the term cancel clear. I personally say cancel clear delete. I want to make sure it's gone forever. For me, you have to remember that what you say to yourself and what you think, the brain believes. So once you say cancel clear, I am redirecting the brain, right? And I'm going to redirect it to a successful outcome. So this might be a super quick conversation, but when I tell you this is so very powerful, and you could use this throughout the course of your life, not just in business, but in your personal life, I promise you, it will allow you to shift your mind and serve you at a higher level. So whenever you're not speaking your truth, just say cancel clear, cancel clear, cancel clear, delete. That's not what I'd like as my outcome. So you're always going to speak your truth, and you're always going to speak your desired outcome, and then you're going to walk the walk to it. So the brain also responds to internal dialogue, the words and the stories that we tell ourselves. So please be super cautious of your inner dialogue. I believe it's much more powerful than what we speak aloud. So I invite you to catch these self-sabotaging words and statements before it causes challenges in your life. The word, well, I'm going to write this. The two words, I am, okay? I am are two of the most powerful words, for what you put after them literally shapes your reality. I am. Say it out loud. I am. Let's all speak out statements and begin to shape your new reality. I am powerful. I am capable. I am worthy. I am strong. I am unstoppable. I am infinite power. I am a good listener. I'm a good wife. I'm a good leader. I am thoughtful. I am kind. I am beautiful. I'm smart. You can go on and on and on. I recommend that you step into your power by claiming your I am presence. And when you can anchor yourself in your I am presence, I promise you, you can become that architect of your life. You can become the architect of your business, of your own success. All we're doing is making conscious choices. That's it. And guess what, ladies? You are so deserving. You are so deserving of all the success, because I get it. You might look at Connie and say she's the most successful, or right now, Bobby's the most successful. They're showing up every single day just working the business like you are. It's the same catalog, it's the same products, it's the same hostess coaching. Everything's the same. The only thing different is possibly they're doing more of it. I believe that's the only difference. And when somebody says no, they say next. And they are continuing and pushing and moving forward, where sometimes no stifles us and it just sets us back. And remember, the comeback's always better than the setback. So you are so deserving. You are worthy. And now I want everybody to say that out loud. I am worthy. I don't care where you are, who's around you. Say it loud and proud. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am deserving of a profiting, successful, pure romance business. So I'm inviting you right now to shift your words, your thoughts, and your emotions. Embrace the conscious languaging. And please, for the love of God, remove the words try and can't. I am so over those words. Try, what does try mean? What does that even mean? Or I can't. I hear that all the time. I'm going to try to come. Well, you're either going to make a conscious effort to come or you're not. I would much rather a no than a maybe. And when you're hostess coaching, guide your hostesses to get either a yes or a no, because maybe I'm coming doesn't mean anything to us. It's not measurable. How are they setting up? How are they getting ready for refreshments? How are they organizing the house? How are you getting your inventory together, or your catalogs if you have maybes there? So guide them to be more, specific. I'm all about specificity. And I shifted to I will and I choose. So again, be aware that you are the architect of your own success. So I have some helpful tips to shift your mindset this year, and I believe these tools will serve you well. And I don't know, I think there's 5 or 6 of them. 1, connect with people, don't collect people. Anybody know what I mean by that? How many times do you just look at your VIP group and you might have, I don't know, how many people do you guys have in your VIP? Throw it out there. 100, 200, 1,000, 1,500, 1,800, 300. Great. Do you talk to all 300? Do you break down at least 15 a day that you are personally interacting with? And then another 15, another 15. Or are we just collecting people in there? Hoping, wishing, praying that they see something and they're going to like something. 62. Awesome. 62 people. I think that's a great number. You know why? Because you could dial in, and I believe within 10 days, you can touch every single person and ask them to please do you a favor and bring in 2 of their best friends into the group. You'll be able to double and triple your group in no time. 189, same thing from Rookie of the Year there. 182, that's fine. Connect with them. Do they understand what they're doing? Did somebody add them in the group? You know how many times people go, I'll message somebody and one of their friends just added them in. They don't even know what I do. So everybody that gets added into my VIP group or somebody refers somebody to me, I stop. I introduce myself. Hey, my name's Christina Hile. I do pure romance. I see that Connie popped you in my VIP group. Are you familiar with our products? May I send you a catalog? I'm making that personal connection, and now it's her choice if she chooses to stay there or not. So that's what I mean by connect instead of just collect people. Okay, number 2, ladies, begin to schedule your success. Have a plan. How many of you are running on oh shit moments? Stay with me here. Oh shit, I have to place an order. Oh shit, I need one more person to hit my bonus. Oh shit, I didn't post in my VIP. We run on oh shit moments, and that's unacceptable when you're running a business. So let's dial in a little bit about your desires, your goals, and what does a plan look like? Every month I go online, it's called printable calendars from 123 calendars, okay? And I print out a calendar for March, I have April, I have May, and I sit and I plan out my month. Now I don't plan it out in March. In February, I'm planning for March. March, I'm planning for April. I like to be full on the 1st. Anybody resonate with that? That means on the 1st of the month, I'm already full. My party dates are already filled, and I know exactly where my income is coming from. Not only that, I have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. So one, I plan out, I know when my party dates are. So my party dates are circled. I know what I need to fulfill. 2, this is my VIP group, March. I pull wacky dates, just cool stuff, things that could be entertaining, because I moved out of a sales VIP group into an interesting telling VIP group. And the more I tell and teach and share, everybody's engaged because they want to know what I have to say. The sales come with the engagement, I promise you. For instance, let me tell you. So Friday the 5th was National Day of Unplugged. I went live and I did a whole thing on backdoor play with butt plugs. Just had a fun little play on words. Today was National Meatball Day. I was going to make meatballs, but my husband decided to make hamburgers with my son last night. I had no more chopped meat, so that didn't happen. But I had it down. I had a plan to do it, right? I didn't have any more job meat. Something that's coming up that you guys can definitely dial into. Here's one. On the 19th, Friday the 19th of March is National Nurses Day. I'm going to create a post. I already have these posts set up in my group because I've already planned my month. And it's like, tag a nurse. Who do you know is a nurse? I'm going to send them a care package and thank them for their service since they are an essential worker. And they've gone through a lot in the last year. So I already have my National Nurses Day. The 20th is National Propose Day. I'm going to have them show me show me the story, how, you were proposed to. Just have fun with this, but you schedule it in. I know ahead of time. I know when I'm doing my Easter egg hunt. I know when I'm going to break out my St. Patty's Day Shamrock posts. I'm not running on oh shit moments. I've planned it out. I know what my goals are, and I know what my expectations are for income for the month. And if a party falls through, it's fine. I already have something else planned for, maybe I'll do a pop-up mystery grab bag event, get lucky bags. And on the 26th of the month, I could always go back and say, hey, I have three get lucky bags left over. And I could sell those. Just because it's St. Patty's Day is over, doesn't mean you can't sell stuff at the end of the month. So start to have a plan and step away from those oh shit moments and step into your own power and success. All right. I hope that helps somebody. Oh, I Googled it. You could do wacky holidays. I just Googled it. I pull them up all the time. There's several of them. Some I don't want to do, some I do. Something I do on Fridays, every Friday I do Foreplay Friday, and I give them something that they can do about foreplay. I'm also doing, since it's International Women's Month, I'm always highlighting a woman. I just did, who did I just do? Ruth, Dr. Ruth. I'm always sharing fun facts. Just have fun with it. But you want to shift from just sell, showing products to engagement. I also go live a lot. So I put topics up. And if you want, Connie, I will share my graphic and I can even share some talks. But like 2 weeks ago, I went live and I taught them about the A spot. Anybody know about the A spot? We know about the G spot. Anybody know about the A spot? Just curious, raise your hand. Anyone? So the A spot, hold on. I want to see if anybody knows about the A spot. The A spot, okay, is, so, the G spot, so, peace, love, orgasms, pop down, that's the doorbell. If you don't ring it, you can't come in, right? So I show them labia, clitoris, clitoral hood, talk about the G-spot, and then 2 inches past the G-spot is the A-spot. The A-spot is the anterior fornix, and it is a DVE, deep vaginal erogenous zone. And instead of doing the come hither move for the G-spot, when you find it, you do like a windshield wiper, and you just have this amazing orgasm. And so I was teaching them about it. Well, you need 5 inches to hit it. So then I showcased Sure Thing, which is 5.5. And then I showed Tom, the triple orgasm machine, and I sold a ton of them because he's over 6 inches. So, you know, you come up with topics and you just educate them. I'm talking about endometriosis. I'm going to talk about that on the 15th because it's like endometriosis day or month. I read that somewhere and I was going to teach them about it. I just did a talk on backdoor play. I did how to give a best blowjob. I sold, I think, 37 sets of the Get a Grip and Whipped after my blowjob talk. So you could stay super classy and educational. I was not raunchy. I was super educational. I used Dr. D. Told them about the penis, talked to them about manscaping. I sold a lot of shave that day. Just talked all about the ways that you can eliminate, you know, that oral pleasure and always having it in our mouth, using different vibrations. And then at the end, I said, and if this does not resonate with you at all, I have a really fun package. And I showed them Get a Grip and Whipped. And I paired it up, I think $59 plus tax and shipping. They went crazy for it. So I'm just letting you know, be different, show them different things. Now I get messages all the time. What are you going to teach next? When's your class? I want to make sure I have it on my schedule. And I just go live. So all they have to do is search for it. Just be super fun and do something different. All right. So I hope that helped you guys. Number 3, here's a good one. Take full responsibility of your success as well as your failures. Ladies, we must fail to move forward. It is a necessity, okay? And number 3 goes with number 4, which is no one is doing anything to you. The world isn't doing anything to us. So when something doesn't turn out right the way you had hoped, debrief and ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Was I clear with my intentions? Did I give it 100%? This goes for parties, events, flash sales, promotions, incentives, everything. Every time I have a party on my drive home, I ask myself, could I have done anything different? How was my hostess coaching? If it's low attendance, I'm asking myself, you know, I'm taking full responsibility. I'm not blaming her. She's the hostess. It's not her business. It's my business. So when I say take full responsibility, again, nobody's doing anything to you. It's your business. Figure out what could you have done differently? And then make those small little tweaks and you'll be able to move forward and you'll start to see things shift. Okay, now, and the leaders, whether you have 20 people or 1 person on your team, ask yourself this: would you follow you as a leader? That's a big question. If not, you need to shift and change. And we are a volunteer workforce. So I don't take anything personally. One of my favorite books that I've read for, oh my God, the last 20 years, every single summer I read The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. If nobody's read it, I'm gonna write it right now. The 4 Agreements by Don Ruiz. Super easy reading. It's literally this thick. It's like so easy to read. But remove any expectations from people. You don't take anything personally. Nobody's doing anything to you. So just invite people to participate. And disappointment should never come from a place of punishment or expectations. I never expect anything. Because I think with expectations, we can get disappointment, and disappointment leads to sometimes resentment, and it just takes you down a rabbit hole. I'm just always happy with surprises. I just show up, I give 100%. I do my due diligence. I take full responsibility, and I just celebrate all of my wins. And I also fail forward. I make a lot of mistakes, but I learn from them. If I fall down, I get back up, right? So don't think because we might be in higher positions within the company or senior executive director to a senior consultant, we're doing the same thing. I just happen to be doing it with more people. That's it. But we're still leading. Okay. And so I really hope, yes, I get knocked down, I get up again. I was dancing to that song before. It was so good. So I hope that helps you. And then lastly, that 80-20 rule, that is real stuff right there. 20% of your team does 80% of the work. Think about that. A third of your team is always coming, a third's always staying, and a third's always going. It's a numbers game. So if you're not where you choose to be, there's a kit sale coming up. Chris just announced it, I believe it's the 12th. And it's going to be incredible. And so set yourself up for success, get your leads out, get your plan together, figure out how you're going to have conversations, get into your VIP group, whether you have 100 or 1,000 people in there, start dialing in, get to know them, ask them, hey, are you enjoying this? What would you like to see differently? How can I best serve you? And we're talking about your customers. Ask them, what would you like to see? You know, how many of you would like more engagement into your team pages? I mean, your VIP pages, well, maybe your team pages as well. Engage, engage, engage. And I will leave you with this. Ask yourself every time you post, are you telling something or are you asking something? If it's a telling post and you're giving facts or you're giving information about products, do they have to engage with you? I would say no. You're telling them something and it's just sitting there. And I think a lot of you guys are coming down hard on yourselves because you're like, nobody liked it. Nobody's doing anything with it. I haven't got any interaction. And so I would like to ask you, leave them with a question. So then you're asking for engagement. I think that would be a huge game changer for you. So go back to the post. And by the way, if you have a dead post that's just sitting there, go delete it. It's pulling down your algorithms. Go clean up your Facebook, clean up all of your posts, no matter where you are. If you have 2 likes, 1 like, nobody did anything, delete, delete, delete. And start doing engagement posts before you post something of importance. I'm learning a lot about social media, and so should you, because that's the world we're living in right now. And if you don't have a handle on what algorithms are, social platforms, I really think it's going to be challenging because Facebook's been, I think Facebook needs more medication because it's been super, I keep saying Facebook is off its meds for real. But that is what I plan to share with you guys. So I'm curious, anybody have questions, or how did the information I just share, how did that make you feel? Anybody have a word for me? Anybody want to unmute and chit chat with me? Because I'd love to hear some feedback if you felt like this is something that you can implement in your business. Anyone? Relieved? Good. Good, good, good. Christy, can I call on you to unmute yourself? Maybe. Would you?
Well, I know that she's at work.
Oh, so she's at work. Who can unmute? Like,
oh, there she goes. She unmuted.
Hi. I won't keep you.
I am sorry. I am still at work. I had my picture in the background because I was not going to be there. Anyway, I'm just relieved because, well, I personally have had a lot of craziness going on. My mom was in ICU recently. I died, had to be brought back, all this stuff. And so I'm just kind of relieved because and the reason I said, what is your definition of success, is because right now my definition of success is just being able to go home to my house and put my feet up at the end of the day. But also knowing that my bills are paid and that it's because I'm able to, if there's something that comes up, like my mom being in ICU,
Right.
And I have to be back and forth, and gas prices aren't great right now, as Connie posted the other day. And, you know, it's expensive. So, I mean, it was easy enough for me to go to my VIP site and say, hey, I'm going to do 10% off today in honor of my mother, you know, on International Women's Day is what I did.
Beautiful. So you used it. Yeah.
Right. But I'm also just relieved because sometimes I forget how easy it is to just get back on that horse. And so the ability that you're explaining that, you know, first of all, you get to find your own success, that it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. If it's successful to you, then awesome.
And own it. Yeah, that's your
Right.
success. Yes, absolutely. And
Right.
by the way, guys, talking about that, this book, read it. The Happiness Advantage, Sean Aker. He is a guest speaker. I don't know if it's showing backwards or not. I'll write it down. But this is how a positive brain fuels success in work and life. But stepping into your power, being happy, literally will lead you to success. So many people think they have to be successful to be happy. It's just the opposite. You have to be happy to move into success. So Christy, I love what you said. It's like, you know, you're 100% correct. You own your success. You wake up every day, do your I am, step into your power, your worth, and you shift the way you want the day to go. If you need personal time with your family, take it. But guess what? You got to touch your business every day because algorithms are real. So maybe if you know you're going to be busy, maybe go schedule some posts. So you know if you got to step away for 24 to 48 hours, something's posting for you. And by the way, I will keep your mom in my prayers. If you want to send me her name, I will light a candle for her. But I feel that on a really deep level. I've had some challenges with family members, but I will keep her in my prayers. And thank you for sharing. Who else said something? Latasha took notes. I'm so glad. Book information again. Here, it's the let me type it. The Happiness Advantage, and it's by Sean ACH. Yep. Oh shoot, that should be Sean. Sorry. Typical Hile. Just typing away. The book is amazing. I'm having my team read this. It's every month we read a book together. And they are so enjoying this right now. And every day I have them post 3 things that make them happy. It's a little pop-up incentive. But truly, if you can anchor into the fact that you are the architect of your success, and that you can anchor in that only you and you alone can determine what's successful and how you're shifting and moving into your business, you know, don't give that power away. It's nobody else's responsibility. And I'm going to say this, and I'm sure a lot of you are side sisters here, and maybe your upline is here. However, nobody's responsible for you but you. That's why you have to be 18 years old to buy a business with Pure Romance. Your success is not indicative of how your upline interacts with you. You know, the greatest gift your upline did was offer you the opportunity. And if you never spoke to them again, that's fine. It's your business. It's nice when they come together, and I love the team culture, and it's, you know, that's how I thrive. However, not everybody clicks in like that. So that's what I love about Rise and Grind, because guess what? Chickenelli, he's there for you. If you're not tapping into Rise and Grind, I don't care if you watch it at 8, 9 a.m., whatever time zone you're in, but it sits on his Facebook. Sometimes I watch it while I'm cooking dinner if I'm busy in the morning. Just watch it. It makes you feel good. It makes you realize that we're part of something bigger. Live, Love, Win last night was amazing. Anybody tune in to Live, Love, Win? It was awesome. Elaine Eisinger, I'm blessed to have her on the team. She did a great spring demo, super streamlined and easy. If you're looking for a spring demo, check it out. They just put it on YouTube. But there's so many things that we could plug into. Tonight, like, they're doing a great roundtable on how to have more fun and make your brand more memorable with Sarah Medina. You could totally go back and watch that from the YouTube channels. So just make sure that you're plugging into all the resources and that you're staying a student. But it's seriously incredible. So any questions for me, Connie? I hope I served you all well. What do you need? Like, I'm an open book. If you have more questions, I'm here for you.
Now, this was fantastic. This is a really good refresher, I think, for everyone, just to like, I totally forgot about the cancel, clear, delete until you said it. And I was like, oh my God, I needed to hear that actually this morning. That would have been really nice. I mean, so much that I was like, I can't work today. So I didn't work today. So I needed that cancel, clear, delete this morning. And that was
Did
just,
that, like, that resonated with you, right? Don't you guys get into that mind thing where you just keep saying the same thing over and over and over, where you almost start believing it? Just shift it. Yeah.
yep.
Good.
So, and then, because also I think it's really great too, because then sometimes we just want to get into, not necessarily we want to get into, but we get into this sad mode or depression mode or whatever. But when, if maybe this morning, if I just had cancel, clear, delete, I could have just like,
Shifted.
right. And just completely like, just forget it and just move on. So that would have been, I mean, I eventually kind of did that later on today, but I didn't actually say it. But if I said it earlier on this morning, my day probably would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. You just got to shift, you know, and everybody really speak your truth. You know, conscious languaging is a real thing. You can speak all of your heart's desires, you know. And I said that on Rise and Grind a couple of weeks ago. I was like, just make a conscious choice. Wake up every day. What's your goal? You guys should have a sales goal every day. I don't care if it's one coochie, but we are in sales. That's what we do. And we're a party plan company. That's in our DNA. That's not going away. Okay. We might call them shows. We might be doing it differently. However, we need to do parties so we can drive more warm bodies into our VIP group. Because what I found last year was we were exhausting our customer base, because not everybody was partying. We were stuck at home. We were just trying to sell and sell and sell. And some people were like, whoa, I'm done. I can't buy anymore. And we weren't adding anybody new in there. So just remember, you know, a party a week, that's what you need, whether you host it yourself or not, but a party a week. Just plan it. You guys should be doing a minimum of 4 parties a month, a minimum. And even somebody said, well, sometimes my sales are low. I said, well, $100 is more than you had before. So again, how are you measuring success? More is more is more is more. So celebrate those small wins. Sorry, I'm super passionate about that. I kind of.
Oh no, it's good. I always try to do a sale a day, just one sale, no matter if it's just one bottle of coochie or just like me, it doesn't matter, just one thing. And then of course, then I always go by like, was there anything else I can get for you at 10% off? And then most of the time that one thing turned into 2 things. And so, but yeah.
Oh, I'll teach you guys something. I never say what scent, like for coochie, if somebody wants coochie. I never say what scent. I always say how many. I always say how many. You know how many people just go, how many? 2. Like, they don't even know what to say. They're like, 2. I go, how many bathrooms do you have in your house? Oh, you have a 3 bathrooms, so you need 3. You know, like, people are looking to be guided. So I used to say, oh, well, what scent do you want? And then it would just stop right there. So I shifted that, and they'll say, well, what scents does it come in? I go, well, let me finish your order. After we're all tallied up and paid for, if you want to take it home tonight, I'll show you what I have currently in inventory, but let's get through your order first. And so I don't even talk about scents or flavors until we're all the way done. I've collected their money. So my verbiage is always, my visceral response is, how many? How many? How many? How many just like me? She might want one for the beach house and one for her house. Who am I to judge? You know, my goal every time I go into a party is that I sell at least 3 lubricants to one person. Like, that's my personal goal. If I could get them to buy 3 lubes, I'm setting them up for success, because I'm looking for them to go home with a couple's toy. And what do they need? Whipped. They need a good water-based lube, right? So my go-to is either the Euphoria water-based or the CBD. If they have any kind of pain, I put them in the CBD, and then I want them to have something fun, either sensations. That's going to be, because I always say that lubes are like shoes. You know, you got your comfortable shoes, your water-based, then you need your stilettos for, you know, date night now and then. And that can either be the pure pleasure for any kind of water backdoor play or a sensations. So, you know, like, that's what, and I don't always sell 3. My norm is 2. Almost everybody goes home with 2 lubes. However, you have to set yourself up with a goal, right? So then, you know, bullseye goal is 3, the outer ring is 2, right? If I go home with 2, even if they buy 1, it's a win. So I don't sit and measure, like, was this a win or not? I'm just happy I made a sale. But you got to know the direction that you're holding the arrow in. So, yeah. I agree with you, Connie. You got to know, in a sale a day, that's how you do it. I love your team. You guys are so great. I want to come back and hang with you guys.
Oh my gosh, we want you to come back.
I would love that. How fun would that be? All right, Albert and I will look at the calendar. We have to make it happen. The
Well,
four of
remember,
us. We
because
have
now
to
Frontier goes from NWA to Memphis.
BNA?
Or yeah,
Oh,
no,
Memphis.
to Nashville.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
like super cheap.
Can I come visit you guys? Anybody want to hang out? I'll come hang out with you guys. We could have some fun. But I'd love to see you guys. My husband uses coochie too. Well, shave, but yeah.
Are you sure about that? Yep. The other two too?
He'll use whatever's in the bathroom, to be honest with you. Something else, and I'll tell you, I'm always going live with my favorite product. Like for me, this is one of my favorites. I love Skinny Dip. And so just always be your own. Chris said it the other day on Rise and Grind, you are your best customer. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. What was the last product you bought for yourself? And if you haven't bought something for yourself, for goodness sakes, go treat yourself to one new thing. Every single month, you should get one new thing that you are personally going to product test, okay? And that you should be sharing testimonials on the team page. And I'm just going to speak for Connie. She's going to be happy you're doing it, because when you're sharing testimonials and it's truly what you're using, the team can use those. And look, if you don't like something, say why you don't like it. That's still going to help us. I had somebody say excitement. I didn't like that. Awesome. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Maybe that'll help me understand how much did you use. It's our team page. It's a safe place. We'd rather share testimonials there. I hope you don't mind that I just told everybody to share testimonials.
Oh no, please do. That'd be awesome.
But that's what I invite the goddesses to do, is like, use the products. Let's all talk about it. What do you like? What don't you like? And what could have been differently? So think about that, but be your own, be a consumer of your own products, ladies. You own a business. Go run it and be successful and dream big, for goodness sakes. You are also worthy of the end result.
Remember,
Anyway.
for the moon. If you miss, you land among the stars.
Oh my gosh, I love you. I don't even know how much time, if I went under, over, how much time you allotted for me. I hope I used the time wisely, and that I lifted you all up in spirit, and that your hearts are super excited to move forward and rock out March, and then start planning for April, guys. Now's the time.
Well, thank you, Christina. I know I enjoyed it. I know that there was in the chat so many more was like, oh my God, this was great.
Good.
So thank you so much for taking the time to come and be with us tonight on Zoom and give us your wonderful insight and helping us step into our own personal power to be successful in our own personal success.
And I'm an open book. Just follow me on Facebook. All my posts are public. You have a question, hit me up in a chat, in private message. I'm here to serve. It's my favorite thing about the sisterhood, is helping others. So if anybody needs me, just know I'm a sister, and I'm here for you. So there you go. Thank you. All right,
girls. So
I love you, friend.
I love you, friend. Mwah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.